Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
How's it going, everybody? We are less than 3 weeks away from those magical words. Pitchers and catchers reporting today. But in the meantime, I am working on content for next season, kind of planning out my content schedule. So obviously we're going to do the post-game recaps after every game, except for the West Coast. West Coast games are tough, and it's sometimes 1 or 2 in the morning. It's tough to get an audience together, and that can hurt your channel. So we're doing live post games for every other game this season other than the West Coast. We're also going to do something new on which I wanted to call on other content creators. If you watched my documentary last year called Chasing History, it's Aaron Judge going after Roger Maris. I mixed in a lot of other content creators. You had the Bronx Pinstripes in there. You had Jason Surge from 161. I'm doing the same thing this year, only it's going to be a weekly show. So I'm going to be doing probably, a 20 to 30 minute, basically a recap using highlights and coverage from myself, from MLB Network, from Yes, from other content creators in little 5-second chunks to tell the story of the week prior and ultimately the whole season. So I'm calling on you content creators. Go ahead and DM me on Twitter to get involved if you want your content featured. The Twitter handle is at NYY Recaps. Derek, here's a quick preview of kind of what I'm thinking.
Anthony Rizzo is going back to the Yankees. Network. The Rizzo deal, 2 years, $34 million, club option for $17 million for a third year.
It is my great pleasure, thankfully, to welcome Aaron not only back to the Bronx, but to welcome Aaron back to the Bronx as the 16th captain of this great organization, the New York Yankees.
Lauren Gardner coming to you from Studio K. A lot of people at their holiday parties this evening.
Well, we got some more breaking news after the Yankees signed Aaron Judge. They were not done. They have signed Carlos Rodon on 6 years, $162 million is what's being reported.
And the newest Yankee joins us on a big day for he and his family. Carlos, congratulations on
And the fact that he wanted to be Yankee tells us an awful lot.
I'm glad I ended up where I'm at.
This, of course, Rodon's press conference today. Aaron Judge yesterday.
Mechanics and how to take care of himself and how to take care of his body. We know that if this guy goes to the post, he gives us another ace in our rotation.
Tyone maybe being a fit with the Cubs, and ultimately that's where he's reportedly ended up.
They need him.
Boy, you had 2 big-time baseball guys the way the Yankees have.
The draft was kind of my wheelhouse, and now that goes year-round.
And it is exciting. For me, exciting, of course, living in Jersey and now here in the Bronx.
A pitch clock will be instituted. There will also be restrictions on defensive shifts, plus the size of bases will be increased.
Team announcing that Montas is probably going to miss the first month of the 2023 campaign with shoulder inflammation.
And don't worry, if you're not a content creator, but you still want to be a part of it, we'll be using the voicemail as part of the soundtrack for each episode. We'll take a couple of best voicemails for the week and put them into the backdrop of the video. Also, going to do a season kickoff party on February 10th. And I say party because it's going to be fun. We're doing over-unders. Going to have all the bells and whistles, all the new stuff for this year. Going to be featuring Pete from NYY News TV and the live debut of Frankie Baseball on this channel. He's going to be on a lot more this year. That trio is going to also be doing a Friday night show after the post games on Friday nights. We're calling it NYYPD. We're going to pop on the aviators. Wait. I got them right here. Hang on. Did you see we've got a new LED board in the background? We're going to be keeping track of the belt leaderboard as the season goes along. So I'm calling these the NYYPD aviators. So we're going to be doing a Friday night show, and you'll get a preview of that trio, us just kind of warming up on February 10th when we kick off the season with these over-unders. But again, we're going to be doing live post-game recaps as YouTube's #1 post-game podcast for the New York Yankees again in 2023. Again, content creators, if you're interested in being a part of the Yankee Chronicles, go ahead and either DM me on Twitter at NYY Recaps Derek or email me at NYY Recaps Daily at gmail.com. You can also just call in via the voicemail. The number is on your screen. And start using the voicemails, because as we kick off spring training, all this coverage, the World Baseball Classic, all that stuff is going to be part of the Chronicles. So stay tuned, and we'll see you when we see you.